shops where we can get our tractors fixed, cars fixed, because if we're gonna all be out here working together, there's so many different things we can create to make sure we all in circulation, in rotation, in good standing.
Well, I can name a few jobs out here are businesses. I ain't gonna say job, business. Restaurant, you gotta have cooks.
Yep.
You gotta have waitresses. Those are businesses. The gym, health and fitness center, you gotta have trainers. You got masseuse, people who do massages and the steams and saunas and all that. We got all that. You need the right people. That's how you know people are clownish. They claim they want something, but when it's presented to them, they run. We got fields out here that need to be cultivated. You got people that know how to can, that can job this food, can this food, and that's a market. You put your label, your brand on it, that's a market. So it's excuses. Of course, the water. You know what I'm saying? So they making excuses. One of the greatest teachers that I ran into was talking about, he said they moosing. He said most of the people start moosing, making excuses. So that's what they do. Well, that's too far out there. How far do you go to a concert? So I know people go all the way to Atlanta, Georgia for something. I know people that go all the way to LA for something. You know what I'm saying? And they spend a lot of money doing it.
Across the country.
Across the whole country. Some of them go across the country, they go get a damn signature from somebody that doesn't matter. Can't even feel. So at the end of the day, is what do we really want? Are we gonna stop complaining, grow up, take responsibility for our own actions, our own deeds? Or we gonna still complain, live in fear, and holler about what's going on around us? Yeah, I talk about what's going on around us, but you'll never see me live in fear. Because I'm like this, I know I bleed like the next man. But I'm a man that stands on principles that'll walk the walk. I'm not just talking, I've been doing this so long, it's like I can't do nothing else now. This is all I know to do, is to build a community, build up business, grow our own stuff for us, at least for us, if nothing else. And that's where I'm at. So I don't know if you have any more questions, got anything you want to say?
I think that's the message right there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, that's the focus. I mean, it's just a constant reminder of getting back to the same principles, the same things that we gotta stay focused on. Everything else is a distraction, you know. I was thinking earlier, I'm like, dang, and that might have been yesterday. I'm just like, we in the brink of World War III, Civil War.
That's what you posted, I remember seeing.
Tariffs, all that, and niggas is out here worried about all type of shit. Going to Cancun and going to damn Puerto Rico and all type of shit. I'm like, y'all wasting your money at a time like this is pure insanity. But that's what we're dealing with. It's a group of people that our minds have been taken. We are literally outside of our minds, and we're doing everything we can to escape from our reality that's in front of us, and then cry about it on the back end.
I see it all the time. People that don't eat right don't think right. People don't drink right don't think right. So my motto is eat right, drink right, so begin to think right as a people. So if they're already eating bad shit, then what you expect to come out of it? That's why my man say, I expect no less than what I'm getting from you. Until they change their mindset, what they put in their system, what they drinking, then I don't expect them to come out here and think like a genius or think like a god. They gonna think like the devil want them to think, like a damn fool, and that's what most of them think, like fools. Well, I ain't worried about that because God got me. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't disagree that God don't have it, but God gives us common sense too. He give us common sense. He give us a free will. So we got free will to do right or wrong, and you decide you want to continue to stay stupid, then that's why the scripture say those who in ignorance, stay in ignorance still. Those who are in God, stay in God. A lot of people talk about God. All you gotta do is look at them. Actions, like I say, actions and demonstration. Actions speak louder than the words ever will. They can tell me I'm spiritual, then I tell them, don't be so spiritual that you know earthly good. Well, you got to have spirit first before you prove me wrong. Prove it. See, when you start saying prove it, They can't. I say it's all one and the same. Man embodies the spirit of God. God embodies the spirit of man. It's all one and the same. If it's a dog, bark like a dog, look like a dog, sound like a dog, it's a damn dog. And that's what it is. So the scripture says it's not written that ye are gods. I didn't say it. I didn't write it. I'm reading it. Is it not written that ye are gods, but yet man shall die like one of us? Psalms 82. Yahshua said in the New Testament that they want to say. Y'all don't upset with me because I said I'm the Son of God. Is it not written in your law? You understand what I'm saying? So you throw all this back on them, that means we are all responsible for what we're going through.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn if Trump go out here and jump off the Empire State Building. I'm not following that fool. I'm not following none of them fools up there. We're going to build the Empire State Building so they can jump off of it. They want, we'll make it happen for them. Okay, we got the highest building. Come and jump. Be like R. Kelly and believe you can fly and see what happens.
Set y'all like following.
It ain't the jump that's going to hurt you. We always say that sudden stop. Let's go pop your brains out.
Look, then the people say that God got them on one side, then you start talking about building our own, then it's they're gonna blow us up. Well, where God at then?
Where they God is the government.
Oh, that's what it is.
They God is the government.
Oh, when they say God got, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah, they God is the government. That's why they do that.
Yeah.
God got it, where the government got you know.
Yeah.
So go, guess what? Go be a slave to that government.
Right.
And get out of our face and leave us alone. Because you might not like what's coming. I don't turn the other cheek. I break jaws. And that's real.
Well, look, this is my last question is,
Yes, sir.
so you say we got away from ourselves, we getting miseducated, we indoctrinated, we getting fed bad food, so we literally have been hijacked. Our minds and bodies have been hijacked.
Yes.
What do the general community, general masses, like what do we do to shift and get back to ourselves and overcome all of these obstacles and misdirections?
You know what I said about, you can't change the masses. You gotta take the children. So you gotta teach the children that's coming up now. See, them old fool will stay an old fool. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Right.
I don't try to teach the old dog.
Facts.
Leave that old dog on the porch to do what he do. But you take them children that's teachable and you teach them right. You get them real principles to follow. You understand what I'm saying? You give them something that they can really follow and enjoy following. We got children now that love to enjoy to grow food.
Right.
They love digging, growing food. They like the math, science. That's the stuff that they like. They like to be an agriculturalist because if you're an agriculturalist, there are several things. I always say there's a difference between an agriculturalist and a farmer. A farmer is one dimension. He's a slave. Agriculturalist know math, science, he know the weather, he know what's coming, how it's coming, what to do, what not to do. He know how to move. And that's how we teach our children. We talk about school. What you think this is? We're in class right now.
Facts.
It may not be the typical type of classroom. The typical type of classroom is stupid.
Right.
You got a bunch of children learning stupid stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we do. You leave the old dogs where they at, and you take the young ones and you teach them. Raise a child in the way it should go. They should never depart from the faith of what you put in them.
There you go.
They might go astray and do a few little things, but whatever you really taught them, that's in them. And they go come back and they go remember and say, oh, I know how to grow my own food. So I don't need you, Mr. Charlie. I know how to make money. I got my own business. My son, I got my own business. I ain't working for nobody but myself. My house paid for. And people say, oh, that little boy arrogant. I say, no, he's smart. Because if my house was paid for by my parents, I wouldn't have had to work so hard to get a house. I could have focused on doing something else. And God rest my parents' soul. There's nothing wrong with that because it's a lesson in life. So we do things a little different. We set our children up for the best because that's what they do. They children, they go to college, most of their children are dumb as hell. But they get out of college to be millionaires. Wow. because you setting up the trust, everything right for your children. They rich dummies. Why you think president doing what he doing? He's a rich dummy, multi-billionaire, but he's a rich dummy. I don't see Trump in the field growing up food. I never seen him. I never seen Trump in anybody's field. I never seen Joe Biden in anybody's field if he can find one.
Ain't
If
seen
he
him
can
do
find
no,
himself.
nothing really.
I never seen Camilla Harris
Butt
in
talk.
anybody's field. All these is political pollution.
Talking heads.
That's all this political pollution, and we got to clean it up. And not doing what they do, doing the total opposite. If they say go right, we go left. If they say go left, we go right. That's what we're supposed to do. And I thank y'all for listening.
Yes, indeed.
Peace.
Say the baby. Stay tuned for the STEAM camp this summer coming up. Tap in for more information. Go live to stay alive. STEAM camp going down at the Land Abundance this upcoming summer and beyond from there. We all summer doing programs, doing activities all throughout the year and years to come. So stay tuned. Tap in, send a comment, send a message for the details.
Peace and love.